I'm Kevin Skillicorn. I've played golf for 70 years. I started my golf at Douglas Golf Club and was a member there and still are a member. But I joined Castletown in 1984 when Douglas used to get too wet in the winter. There was a no joining fee involved at Castletown, and I joined with about 3 or 4 others and have enjoyed Castletown ever since.
And in that time, you've probably played, I think, as much golf as anyone else, because you're, 3-4 times a week with the boys?
Yeah.
Correct. And who do you play with? Just tell us. I see you out week in, week out.
Yeah. I play social golf these days. I haven't even got a handicap, and I don't enter the competition, but I enjoy social golf with Michael Dean, Rolf Thomas, John
the funny guy. Yeah.
John.
That's actually fantastic.
I can't think of his name. John.
And of course, you've been involved in the golf union as well.
Yes, I was.
The big events there too.
Yes, I was deputy competition secretary, and I've started the competition, and I've won the Isle of Man Championship at Castletown in 1959, which was my biggest memory.
And who did you play in '59?
I beat Harold Jones, who was the father of Donald Jones, who won the championship twice, and I beat Bob Hawkins in the semi-final.
Oh, and what was the score when you won?
I won 9-7, which was the biggest ever victory in the championship. I think it's been equal since.
Excellent, memorable times for you. And just thinking back to life at Castletown, I mean, you must remember the hotel when it was in its heyday.
Indeed, I worked most of my working life at the airport, or half my working life at the airport, and there used to be parties coming over to the hotel at the same time every year, twice a year, when Mrs. Matenson and Mr. Matenson were the proprietors, and they were the scourge of my life at times. When they used to come for the aircraft, they used to be on the last minutes. And it was a rush to get the aircraft away on time, so Mrs. Matenson wasn't always my popular woman, but we got through.
Excellent. And in your time at the links, who is, say, one of the most memorable ball strikers, like the best player, that you've ever seen?
Well, I think Julian Sutton is certainly one of the best. And in his day, Willie Kirkpatrick was as good as any, going back to the old-timers.
Fantastic. And then, when you look back, there's a club captain elected every year. Who really stands out in your memory, in that time for being a character or a good player at Castletown Golf?
Club captain, you said?
Yeah, club captain. We'll come back to that one.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people will talk about the likes of Mike Henthorne or Manny or Brian Eastham, Rob Jackson, who plays in the Thursday afternoons.
Oh yeah, Manny and Mike Henthorne were great captains. I wouldn't say they were the best strikers of a golf ball, but yes, they were good captains. Yes, good characters.
Okay, we'll just pass over to Peter. Right, Peter, I mean, you certainly get plenty of mileage out of your golf shoes every year. How long have you been a member?
Yeah, I joined in 1983 with Manny, and since then I've sort of played regularly. That adds up to about 30 years at Castletown, so that's quite some time. 30 years is something like about 9,000 hours, and 9,000 hours is very close to 1,700 Saturdays, so I must have entered an enormous number of competitions. I've only ever won 2 cups in that time, so that works out about 1 every 16 years, so that's Not a very good rate of success, but I've certainly enjoyed myself.
And that doesn't include the time on the practice range either.
No, I mean, one of the strengths of Castletown is the beautiful scenery here, but also the excellent facilities for practice, which I enjoy because it's in such a nice environment.
And what's really pleasing about this club is that you can turn up and get a game at a certain time, isn't it? The camaraderie is fantastic.
Well, we always, we have a regular game on a Tuesday and on a Thursday, and you can just show up and join in with everybody else. It's really friendly club.
So, out of all the rounds that you've played, does anything stand out? Any particular shot, like a hole-in-one or a total disaster that someone had?
No, for all my years I've had one hole-in-one, that was all, and that wasn't in a competition, but I'm still trying.
And then you see, Castletown year after year, we've had a succession of great captains. I'm not asking you to elect like who's the best, but perhaps the most memorable.
Well, obviously my friend Manny Manuja, because I've played with him for such a long time, nearly all the time here that we've both been club members. So Manny put a lot into the club, and it was a pleasure to play with at all times.